Hello, my love. Welcome. And before we get into this real dry bun, the real ones know that wash day low-key starts the night before. Okay, you have to pick out the products. You have to even make sure you have the products that you want to use. And I didn't actually. I wanted to try something new, and I know sometimes I'd be like, I don't want to try new stuff all the time, but somehow, some way, I just find my way into a CVS or into a Target in the hair care aisle looking for something to get. And I actually came in for something that I've used before. The products, sometimes I just be craving some things that I used to use and I want to use them again. Funny thing, I actually used to work at this exact CVS, and I remember I would find my way coming down these aisles just looking up YouTube videos and product reviews on what I should buy next. That is my number one way to figure out, what products you should use if you're just getting into hair care. Just go down the aisle, see what stands out, and search it on YouTube and just see the reviews. And sometimes it breaks my heart when I come in here for something like the Aunt Jackie's deep conditioner. I love that deep conditioner. It's affordable and it just gets the job done, but they didn't have it. I also came in here for this. This is actually the new thing that I'm trying, but I tried this brand a couple videos ago and I got several comments saying that I should try this curly cream over whatever product I had used last video. And then because they didn't have my deep conditioner, and I don't have any deep conditioner, I actually do have a deep conditioner, but that's besides the point. They didn't have any deep conditioners that I was like, I want to use that. And I was like, you know what? Let me step out of the black hair care, hop over here to I don't know who their target audience is, but listen here, I use 𝐏𝐶𝐍𝐓𝐈𝐎𝐍𝐄𝐃. If you watched my videos like first couple of videos 2 years ago, I was low-key obsessed with this combo, this Miracle Moist. It has avocado and it has jojoba oil, and I remember people used to bash 𝐏𝐶𝐍𝐶, and I'm like, no, okay, I love this. I actually haven't used any of the other ones, but I love these two, the shampoo with this 3-minute Miracle Moisture, and you're gonna see exactly why. I definitely needed it for this dry hair. I just love how black hair can look like this and then look like this and everything in between. We're here, it's wash day. Let's enjoy the shower scenes and also talk about how inexpensive natural hair care is. Not only how much money I have saved knowing how to do my own hair and take care of it, but also the stress that I have completely avoided not having to find someone to take care of my hair. Now, let's tackle that first part. I know exactly how overwhelming, even going down that hair care aisle was low-key overwhelming, like, oh my God, all these colors. But add on top of that, going on social media and trying to figure out, what works and what doesn't. On top of that, the ads that are being shoved down our throat on every single app that we go on. Ads, sponsored videos, just how much it's in our face to be a consumer, period, or thinking you have to have a whole lot going on to know how to take care of your hair, including having all of the latest and greatest products, all of the latest and greatest brushes and tools and whatever. And for my content creators, I get it. You're trying to get your money just like everyone else. I will never ever blame a content creator for getting their coin. As a content creator, I actually have these conversations with my boyfriend all the time. He's always like, if this brand reaches out, what would you say? What would you do? And to be completely transparent, I have no idea. I don't want to get on here in front and be like, no, like I would not say no to this amount of money, because baby, you know, just like I know how everyone could use an extra X amount of dollars right now. However, in my heart and as a consumer, not on the content creation side of it, I miss the days of not always being sold something. And I strive on this app. Of course, I have my links in the description box when I shout out a product, just because, if I put you on, I feel like maybe I should get a little bit of acknowledgement, commission off of that. How I feel about, brands giving me money to say, hey, shout out our products, I don't know about that. And that can be another video for another time. As a content creator, as someone who comes on here, and I really have no choice but to show, my products and product reviews. Like Ozzy didn't reach out to me and tell me to, shout this out. But let me say this, that 3-minute Miracle Moist it does it for me every single time. You can see my hair is just so knotted because I wore my hair in a bun this entire week. My maintenance was very, very minimal, if any at all, and my hair was just a tangled freaking mess. And it's actually amazing to me how my hair doesn't get tangled at all when I do wash and goes. Like, once wash day comes back around, my hair is still pretty detangled. My advice, if you do, get in the shower and your hair is like a tangled mess, do not try to detangle it right away. I love to just put my deep conditioner on, let it sit on your hair, and better yet, go sit under a hooded dryer with some heat in a cap or Target grocery bag, and let the conditioner do what it do, and then go in and try to detangle. If it's like really bad, try to detangle under the water. Editing this video, it makes me cringe seeing the water just run in the back now. Like, I need to do better about just turning it off. But sometimes I do need that water to help me get the tangles out and detangle. It just helps me a lot. Anyways, child, a lot of the products that I use, I've been using for a while, and I was actually, taking care of my curly hair for a while before I got on this app. Most times, if I'm not trying something new, I'm trying something that I've been using for years, and I will mention that just because I want people to know, like, this isn't something I'm just using one time, and I'm like, hey, I love it, go buy it. I will be very honest and upfront about, this is my first time trying it, this is my initial review. And try it if you want to, because at the end of the day, we have no choice but to be a consumer. But it is so important to know what you're actually looking for, what you actually need, and even what you want, because what you want to buy is important too. But even I can speak for myself. I get on TikTok and I'm looking at this phone case that I've never even thought about, but now I feel like I need it because I have been influenced. I have been influenced by these influencers. And yes, I definitely need to take some accountability in, strengthening my discernment. And I feel like I'm just getting to that point, child. Like, just now getting to the point, like, Jasmine, do you really need to buy that? Do you really need to spend your money on this? Were you even thinking about spending your money on this? And something that helps me, I actually make a list of the things that I want to buy. And I'll see something that I haven't even thought about buying, and I'm like, you know what? I actually rather spend money on something that I've been wanting for a minute. It's so hard. This is why we all just need to log off of social media and go touch some grass, because it's hard to see videos and see something working so well for somebody else and thinking, oh, I need that in my life. That is just terrible. Like, just saying that out loud really makes me want to just rethink life. I know I had seen someone using this brush on an Instagram video and their wash and go turned out bomb. And I was like, let me go pull out that brush that I bought years ago that I do not use. And not to mention, I bought it because I think I've seen so many curly haired girls using it on Instagram and just felt like I should have one too. Just to be like, I do not like this brush. Like, I immediately switched back to my other brush that I've been using because it works for me. And I think figuring out what works for you and sticking to it until it becomes an issue. There's no problem with changing things down the line, but changing things just because Sally Sue and Billy Bob are doing it, I can't, and I need to do better. And maybe you listening to this can relate, and we can commit to doing better. Another reason why I don't really like brushing my hair with a wash and go, this is actually a little wash and go tip. if you are looking to like elongate your wash and goes and get like the most length out of it, do not use a brush once you have applied your products, especially once you have applied your gel. That's what I was doing, because that's what I had seen some girl doing, which is crazy. Like, Jasmine, you've been doing wash and goes for years, you know what it's gonna do to your hair, and yes, it's gonna make it super curly and super defined, but I actually prefer more length in my wash and goes than definition. I'm still gonna get that definition, but there's different methods to getting certain results for wash and goes, and when you use a brush, it helps you clump and define your curls. When you do that, that's when the shrinkage comes in heavy, okay? Especially if you have really kinky curly hair, the more you try to define your curls, the more shrinkage you're gonna get. So that's why I like to use the raking method, but I just for some reason decided to do this method of like brushing it and really getting it defined, and my curls end up being really short, and it was still cute at the end of the day. Like, this is not to bash shrinkage, because I think shrinkage is a beautiful thing too. I think shrinkage lets you know how healthy your hair is, but listen here, I like a elongated wash and go, okay? I say that to say I actually seen this brush on TikTok, and y'all, when I tell you I was so close to buying it, after knowing what I just told you, like knowing I don't like using a brush for my wash and goes, I was going to buy it just because I seen the results people were getting. And I'm just like, what? No, you're gonna buy this brush and then it's just gonna sit in your product stash with other products that I have bought under influence and have not used them, which that can lead to, you know, being a product junkie, which I completely do not want to be that. I need to do better. I need to do better about being influenced. Now, I feel like I barely touched the lack of stress I get from knowing how to do my hair, but it's real simple. I see the craziest horror stories of people, you know, going to these Instagram hairstylists, and you know exactly what I'm talking about, so I don't even really got to say much about it. But maybe I'm gonna have to make a part 2, because this is the end of the video. I absolutely love that I can do my hair by myself on my own time and actually have the confidence to wear it and just love it. That's just something I will never take for granted. Another thing I will never take for granted is you clicking on this video, watching, supporting, especially commenting, and coming back next time if you want, because you're welcomed always. Until then, deuces.